This is Ben from Testive, and we're looking at an SAT reading question. This is a question that asks you about the purpose of a paragraph within the passage. So it asks, what function does the discussion of the wrestling match serve in lines 40 to 57? And then we have a variety of general descriptions of the type of function this paragraph could serve. So they don't give specifics of the story, so we have to relate them to the story. So where it says it continues an extended comparison that begins in the previous paragraph, we would have to know what comparison they're talking about by looking at the previous paragraph. So first what we're going to do is just kind of paraphrase to ourselves, what is this discussion of a wrestling match in lines 40 to 57? So basically, this is a wrestling match, kind of a fight, that the narrator has with this boy Kentaro, who's 13 or 14 years old and sort of a wimp, it says, right? And the narrator, they're violent towards one another, and the narrator ends up really hurting him, right? He ends up basically sending him through a fence. Okay. And has to apologize because of, or his mother has to apologize for his actions. Okay. So that's what happens in this paragraph. And let's look at our answer choices. I'm going to start with ones that, just to show you that they don't make sense. So we have, it constitutes an unexpected shift to the topic introduced in the first paragraph. Well, the topic introduced in the first paragraph is that the narrator is reckless and does things without good reason and commits rash acts. I would say that having a fight like this is not an unexpected shift. In fact, it's right in keeping with the first paragraph. Well, that actually helps point me towards what I think is going to be the right answer, because the next answer choice says it serves as an example supporting a claim made in the first paragraph. Well, that would be pretty much the opposite of the answer choice we just ruled out, and the reason we ruled out that answer choice is that the opposite was true. So we're going to tentatively choose that answer. We can quickly see why the others are not correct. It provides an unexpected ending to a story that begins in the previous paragraph. The previous paragraph basically says that Kentaro came over the fence, stole the narrator's chestnuts, and Kentaro was a wimp. Well, we can see that the narrator is provoked, and we know he's unreasonable and a little crazy, so it's not really unexpected for this story to end in violence. The other most tempting answer choice is it continues an extended comparison that begins in the previous paragraph. So we could imagine that the comparison is between him and Kentaro, but it's not an extended comparison. He made a very simple comparison. He just said how old Kentaro was and that he is a wimp. So it's not extended. And we have to consider, is that the function of the paragraph? Something can be true without it being the primary function. So it's true that there's a comparison here, but that's not the reason the paragraph is there. The reason it's there is it's an example of the narrator's behavior that is discussed in the first paragraph, not to compare with this boy who is only mentioned at one point in the passage. So we rule out this and we choose this one.